They get that back.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign the contract. But I want to take everything. I ain't leaving nothing. I want to take everything.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Kill. If everybody including Will, win. Fuck.
Tank, question for you.
You're a proud father.
Gervonta Tank Davis has finally fired back. After months of silence, controversy, and a canceled mega fight, Tank delivered one of the coldest, most aggressive callouts to Terence "Bud" Crawford in years. When he signed the contract, it didn't just create hype. It reignited a rivalry that's been simmering for years, one that now feels unavoidable. Right now, boxing has two stars moving in completely opposite directions. Crawford is at the peak of his career, undisputed, undefeated, fresh off outclassing Canelo Alvarez at 168, becoming a three-division undisputed champion, and planning historic fights with Saudi Arabia's Turki Al-Ashik.
Crawford all day long.
Be surprised at how good Crawford was in there with Canelo.
I always said to everyone that Crawford is a fantastic fighter, skill, movement. He has everything that it takes to become the best, and there's no one there to touch him in this game. So when the Canelo fight was announced with Crawford, I said to everyone that Crawford's gonna win. People looked at me like, "Are you sure? Like, is he big enough?" I go, "Trust me, Crawford is big enough, he's strong enough, and he can beat Canelo." And guess what? He went there and did it.
Meanwhile, Tank Davis is coming off one of the toughest years of his career. A controversial draw with Lamont Roach, a canceled fight with Jake Paul due to legal issues, long stretches of public silence, and non-stop criticism questioning his legacy.
Tank Davis is not the face of boxing because he doesn't fight often. He fights once a year. And he's probably one of the best talents in the world. I love Tank Davis. I love watching him fight. I love when he goes in the ring and just demonstrates power and speed and he doesn't give a sh. I love that. But he has to fight more often. We want to see Tank fight 3-4 times a year. Tank Davis, I dare you to break my record. 5 world title fights in 1 year. Let's go.
You think he's lost?
So why is Tank suddenly going after the pound-for-pound king? To get the full picture, we need to go back to where this rivalry really began. Tank and Crawford have been circling each other for years, trading jabs on social media long before fans ever imagined a fight between them could happen. The latest flare-up happened when Crawford posted a simple line. "I see somebody mad they weren't invited to the Ring magazine gala." He didn't mention Tank by name, and he didn't need to. Tank immediately took the bait. Everything exploded after that. Tank fired back with, "I still make more than you." But Crawford hit back with one of the sharpest counters in boxing trash talk history, pointing out how meaningless wealth comparisons are. The first thing a dumb rich person says to another rich person is, "I got more money, more investments, I don't owe taxes, and you can't buy anything I can buy." Tank got emotional, attacking Crawford's legacy and claiming Bud fights top opponents only because he has to, not because he wants to, and then crossed the line by dragging Crawford's wife into a tweet so nasty he deleted it minutes later. But screenshots don't disappear. Fans, media, and Crawford saw it, and Bud wasn't about to let it slide.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break.
This isn't just trash talk anymore. It's personal. Crawford has always been the type to settle matters inside the ring, while Tank thrives on escalating drama outside of it. Now the boxing world is asking the same question. Are we finally heading toward a Crawford versus Davis super fight? To answer that, we need to look at where both fighters stand. Crawford is untouchable. He's beaten Spence, Madrimov, and Canelo. Undefeated, king of 3 divisions, with options to fight at 154, 160, 168, or even 175 if he wants to chase legacy over comfort.
Who you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Everyone wants a piece of him. Saudi Arabia is building events around him, and Turkey Al Ashik treats him like a once-in-a-generation star.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
Yeah, that would be dope. But if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat.
Tank, on the other hand, is fighting to control his story. His draw with Roach hurt his reputation, and the controversial knee incident, which many thought should have been a knockdown, left fans questioning his ring IQ. Terence Crawford even went on Club Shay Shay and said Roach deserved the win. He called Tank overconfident and claimed he didn't take Roach seriously. That alone was enough to bruise Tank's pride, and the canceled Jake Paul fight only made things worse.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch.
Tank needed a comeback moment, but instead he ended up in headlines over a lawsuit and a canceled fight. While he insists Paul canceled for his own reasons, the damage was done. He wasn't making news for skill or victories, but for drama. When a fighter's image starts slipping, the answer is obvious. Chase the biggest fight, the toughest challenge, the ultimate redemption. Right now, no one is bigger in boxing than Terence Crawford. But here's the twist. Tank didn't call out Bud first. Crawford went after him first, subtly but sharply. He joked about Tank missing the Ring Magazine gala, laughed at his reactions, questioned his achievements and opponents, and delivered the ultimate jab. By the way, little guy, you definitely not making more than me. Who you been fighting? That's why you're talking about fighting Ryan again. That line hit Tank harder than any punch Roach landed because deep down, he knows the truth. Crawford is fighting Canelo, making history, headlining global supercards, and riding a career high, while Tank isn't. And that's where the story really shifts. Imagine being Gervonta Tank Davis, used to being the star, the knockout machine, the pay-per-view draw. You headline Atlanta, headline Vegas, have celebrities courtside, and are seen as the future. Then suddenly, real-life problems throw you off track. The division moves on, the pound-for-pound rankings move on, the fans move on. That's why Tank snapped. Because for the first time in his career,
Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to people.
Who you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford this.
So when Crawford dropped a brutal warning, basically saying Tank is irrelevant, couldn't survive at his level, and that his money won't last, Tank did what he does best. He went nuclear. He fired back, signed a contract, said it publicly, with venom, fully aware Crawford would see it and fans would go wild. But here's the reality most fans don't want to face. A Crawford versus Tank fight is almost impossible right now. The size gap is huge. Crawford is at 168, Tank struggles to make 135 and is small even at 140. Crawford just faced Canelo, while Tank is dealing with Roach, Cruz, and potential legal issues.
Is that where we stand right now with Canelo Crawford? Yeah. Is that where we stand with Canelo Crawford? Because you're saying just because both are great, everybody wants to face each other. So is that where we're at right now with Canelo Crawford?
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he needs the money. You think he got a chance to win? And another thing, bro. I don't be wanting to. How these guys is. Then you get hurt against
Madrimov?
Who?
There you talk about Crawford got touched by Madrimov? Is that what you said?
No, he got clipped by Gamboa, right?
Yeah,
right? How the fuck is
or Kavalasky?
He's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, y'all laugh. I'm telling you. And that guy that a part of it, he been caught.
And yet, the beef is too real to ignore. The disrespect has gone too far, and the fans are fully invested. Every time Crawford and Tank clash online, the entire internet stops. This isn't fantasy matchmaking. It's a real rivalry, one of the few left in boxing. Honestly, Tank needs it more than Crawford. Crawford is chasing undisputed greatness and fighting the biggest names in the world. Tank is fighting to prove he's still relevant, to show he isn't declining. Crawford is in the champion phase of his story. Tank is in the redemption arc.
Different lanes.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that, dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
Which brings us to the biggest question. Does Tank really want to fight Crawford, or is he just after Crawford's spotlight? Because Bud isn't Ryan Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, Rolly Romero, or Frank Martin. Crawford is technical perfection with knockout power. He switches stances, breaks you down mentally, neutralizes aggression, and, most importantly, destroys counterpunchers. Tank thrives on counters. Crawford thrives on taking counters away.
Redemption arc.
Who you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moving weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and
I don't know, drama sells, and beef sells, and this rivalry is hotter than anything we've seen in years. But here's the real question. Not who would win, not the weight class. Does Gervonta Tank Davis actually want this fight? Or is he playing with fire he can't handle? Drop your thoughts below. This rivalry is far from over. And if the trash talk continues, 2026 could deliver one of the wildest matchups in boxing history. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Fight Field. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know, drama sells, and beef sells, and this rivalry is hotter than anything we've seen in years. But here's the real question. Not who would win, not the weight class. Does Gervonta Tank Davis actually want this fight? Or is he playing with fire he can't handle? Drop your thoughts below. This rivalry is far from over. And if the trash talk continues, 2026 could deliver one of the wildest matchups in boxing history. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Fight Field. I'll see you in the next one.